Hey guys! So today I decided I was gonna do the ultimate Harry Potter book tag. I'm also gonna be filming the next video today. I'm gonna do that after this. I just wanted to do the Harry Potter one first because I'm already prepared. I have my robes, I have my tie, I have my Hogwarts t-shirt, and my Gryffindor lounge pants. So I was ready for it. So yeah, let's get into it. The first question is favorite book. And my favorite Harry Potter book is Prisoner of Azkaban. Oh my gosh, I can't even tell you how much I love this book. This book is my favorite, and this is great. On the back, all these editions all have a quote from one of the characters on the back, and this one is, "What you fear most of all is fear," by Remus Lupin. And I'm like, I can't even. I love this book so much, and I think the reason I love this book so much is because one of the main reasons why I love this book so much is because Fred and George Weasley and Sirius Black. Those are like my top favorite characters in the entire series, and they're in this book much more than they are in the other books, and that makes me really, really happy. So yeah, that's why this is like my favorite book. And also because Voldemort, like obviously he's mentioned. You can't have a Harry Potter book without mentioning Voldemort. But the thing is in this book, he's not, like, there's not an actual battle with him and all that stuff that's in the rest of the books. Like, it's just basically Harry learning about his parents and his backstory, in their backstory and all these things and stuff, and he learns a lot more about himself. And I think that's why this is my favorite book, because really, I mean, Voldemort's he's mentioned and stuff, but he's not actually in it. It's so much more, I don't know, I love this book so much. It's so good. It is definitely my favorite of the entire series, and it will probably always be my favorite of the entire series because it's just so great, and it makes me so happy. I just love it so much. Anyway, so that is my favorite book. The next question is least favorite book, and this is kind of hard. I think because when I first read them, I've only reread the first and second one. I haven't actually done a full reread of the entire series, but I am doing that right now. I just reread the Chamber of Secrets, so I'm about to be rereading my favorite one. That makes me excited. But probably my least favorite one would be Goblet of Fire. I remember when I read this, I was just so annoyed, and I think the main thing that makes me mad is when Harry and Ron fight. Like, I don't even care. That made this book really crappy for me, because no. Harry and Ron are like my ultimate friendship thing, if that's a thing. Like, they're my ultimate friendship people, and I want them to always have each other's back and all this stuff. And I mean, and they even do that when they're fighting, in this book. But like, still, I hated that. I hated that more than anything else. I hated that they were in a fight. I hated that they were mad at each other. I hated that they were being stupid and petty. It just made me so freaking mad, and I don't like it. I don't like when they're doing that stuff. But then again, there's one of my favorite quotes in this book. Like, because, in the book, it's actually Dobby that gives Harry the gillyweed, and, he's talking to him later about it, and he's like, because I couldn't let you lose your Wheezy, and I'm just like, my gosh. And the people that haven't read the books don't even know that quote exists, and I'm just really upset about that. Like, that's like my main thing when I tell people that are like, I've seen the movies, but I haven't read the books, and I'm like, you don't even know! And I get so passionate about it. But I would probably say that this is, like, at the moment, this is my least favorite book, but like I said, I'm about to be doing a reread, so maybe I'll do this tag again after my reread and let you guys know what the verdict is. But a close second for my least favorite book would probably be Half-Blood Prince, and I don't think I even need to tell you guys why, because you probably know. Oh yeah, spoilers for anybody who has not read Harry Potter. You're gonna be spoiled. So yeah. Anyway, favorite movie, and this is probably gonna be surprising, but my favorite movie is Prisoner of Azkaban. Prisoner of Azkaban is just my favorite Harry Potter thing, like, at all. I just love Prisoner of Azkaban, and also, like, we can all agree that Daniel Radcliffe looks the most like Harry Potter in Prisoner of Azkaban, because his hair is all messed up, and, you know, he's really super moody, and he's acting like Harry. I don't know, just, Prisoner of Azkaban just holds such a special place in my heart. Like, I just love it. It's so great. And yeah, I will always love Prisoner of Azkaban. It's definitely my favorite book and favorite movie of this series. I can't even. And again, I think it's mainly because, like, Marauder's Map, Fred and George Weasley, and Sirius Black. Like, literally, that's why. Because I just love it. And like I said, because Voldemort's not really in it, it's mainly about Harry's family and learning their backstory, and Remus and Sirius and all of the things. Oh yeah, I love how I haven't even mentioned Remus. Like, he's another reason why I love Prisoner of Azkaban so much, because Remus freaking Lupin, man. Like, Marauders, all Prisoner of Azkaban is a lot about the Marauders, and that's a big reason. Least favorite movie. And honestly, that's gonna be, it's kind of a tie between Goblet of Fire and Order of the Phoenix, but honestly, Goblet of Fire was pretty interesting, and I did like it, and I would normally say Goblet of Fire would be my least favorite movie, something about it, but then again, like, really, I think it's Order of the Phoenix, because it's the longest freaking book, and it's one of the shortest movies, and I just don't understand. I don't understand. I will never understand. I will never understand. Never. Never, never. Forever mad about it. Oh my gosh. Okay. No, it is the shortest movie. Like, Deathly Hallows Part 2 is like 9 minutes less than, but it's Part 2. So, honestly, it is the shortest movie, and it is the longest book. What is wrong with these people? Who did that? Like, they miss out on so much. And honestly, Order of the Phoenix would be my second favorite book. And again, Sirius Black, Fred and George Weasley are the main reasons. But, like, that makes me so mad. Oh my gosh, I'm so mad about this right now. It's so stupid. But yeah, I mean, whatever. Anyway. Favorite quote. I have so many favorite quotes, dude. It's not even funny. I told you about one of them already, about the whole I couldn't let you lose your Wheezy. I love that one. That one makes me so excited, and I love it, and it's so great. Man, and I had an answer for this question, and now I can't remember. I'll remember. I will. Okay, so one of my favorite quotes, and this isn't my all-time favorite, but this is one of my favorites, and it's, it does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to live. I love that one. That's by Albus Dumbledore. But my all-time favorite quote is by Ginny Weasley, and it's, that's the thing about growing up with Fred and George. You start to believe that anything's possible if you have enough nerve. And every time I hear that quote, it gets to me, and it gives me goosebumps and stuff, and I love that quote. I love it so much. Oh my god. And it's not in the movies, and it's the best quote ever in the entire series, in my opinion. I just love it. But also, like, Fred and George are honestly my favorite characters. They are my favorite characters. And that's probably why. But, like, I don't know, just, like, yeah, because, like, we kind of grew up with Fred and George, and they kind of do make you feel like anything can be possible if you just have enough nerve, if you just really just go out there and do it and not care what other people think, because, I mean, look at what they did, and they didn't really care. They were like, we're going to do us, and you can get over it, and just, yeah. Obviously, you can tell Fred and George Weasley are my entire life. Favorite female character? Wow. Luna Lovegood, for sure. Because she's a lot like me. She's really out there and different, and she gets made fun of. But she's like, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to be me, and I'm just going to do what I want. And she thinks a lot different than other people. Like, the way she thinks is kind of out of the box, and it's part of the reason that makes her so different. But I love Luna Lovegood, and she's absolutely amazing. And I love that she's able to, like, even in the darkest of times and stuff that's going on, like, she still has, like, herself, and she's so content with herself, and she's just able to, she doesn't really care how bad things are. I mean, she does, but, like, she's able to rise above that, if you get what I'm saying. I don't know. I just have a lot of love for Luna Lovegood, and it really makes me sad that we don't meet her until halfway through the series. Actually, like, more than half, and it makes me angry about that, because I think we should have met her sooner. But, you know, favorite villain? Ooh. That is a hard one. And most people say Bellatrix. No. And you know why? She killed Sirius Black. And you guys don't even understand that Sirius Black is literally, like, honestly, it's, my favorite character is a three-way tie between Fred, George, and Sirius Black. No lie. I really can't choose between any of them. They're all my favorite. Just can't. So, yeah. So that makes this kind of hard. And honestly, it's not Voldemort, because nobody likes Voldemort. And everybody, and I freaking hate Dolores Umbridge. Honestly, I'm gonna go with Lucius Malfoy, because he is a villain, and he's really freaking terrible. He's a terrible person, but he has so much swag. You cannot tell me that Lucius Malfoy does not have swag, because he does, and he is, like, he's just so, like, he's so elegant and sophisticated. I don't know. Honestly, Lucius Malfoy kind of reminds me of, like, a vampire. Like, how they're very charming and very elegant and, you know, all that. Like, that's Lucius Malfoy right there. Yeah. So, I would say he's my favorite just because of the way he conducts himself and stuff. He's just, yeah. That'd be my favorite villain. Favorite male character? I've already told you guys. It's a three-way tie between Sirius Black, George, and Fred. And I cannot pick, so yeah, that's my answer. Favorite professor? Remus Lupin. You cannot tell me that Remus Lupin was not the best Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher that they had throughout these entire books. Oh. Here, look, I've been, like, rubbing on this entire video, so, like, yeah. But, yeah, Remus Lupin is literally my favorite professor. And I know he was only a professor in Prisoner of Azkaban, but he's still my favorite. And I love him, and he's amazing. And he taught them so much. I feel like they learned enough that third year to make up for all the bad stuff that happened in their other years, because he just taught them so much, and he was such a great teacher, and yeah. And my second favorite professor would definitely be Hagrid, because Hagrid, man. Like, I love Hagrid, and I love the way he teaches, and how he's just like, you gotta go touch the hippogriff, and, like, I don't know, Hagrid is just great. I love him, too. He's, like, one of my top favorite characters. I have so many favorites, like, yeah, it's really ridiculous, but yeah, so those would be my top favorite professors. Would you rather A, wash Snape's hair, or spend a day listening to Lockhart rant about himself? Wash Snape's hair, because I also really love Snape. And, like, let me tell you a funny story. So the first movie came out when I was 5 years old, and And so I watched the movie, and I was watching it with my brother and sister, who are, my brother's 6 years older than me, my sister's 9 years older than me, so I'm the baby of the family. So we were watching it, and I was like, and Snape had come up, and I was like, I don't think he's actually bad. And they're like, yes he is. Fast forward years later, me and my sister and her friend Hannah are going to see Deathly Hallows Part 2, the midnight premiere, and the whole shit about Snape. And I'm just like, I told you so. It was so funny, because I knew even when I was 5 watching the first movie, I was like, he's not really bad. Bam! I knew it. Just saying. So yeah, I actually love Snape, so I would totally wash his hair. Like, that would be, like, I guess that this is supposed to be, like, a bad situation, like, a bad versus a bad situation, but honestly, watching Snape's hair sounds like a lot of fun to me, so it's a no-brainer. Would you rather duel with an elated Bellatrix or an angry Molly? And I think that I would rather duel with Bellatrix because, like, I would not hesitate. I would not duel with her. As soon as I was faced with her, I would cast Avada Kedavra. Like, bam, I'm gonna kill that bitch. She killed Sirius Black. I don't even give a damn. Like, I will not hesitate. Okay, I might Crucio her, but I think Bellatrix got Crucio'd a lot, and I think she's used to it, so honestly, I don't think that would really do anything. I think I would just kill her. Or I would put her in a full body bind so she couldn't do anything, and then I would slit her throat. Because honestly, I think that would be a lot worse of a death for her. Because I don't want it to be an easy death. I want her to feel some shit. Yeah, I'm a little cruel and a little sadistic, but like, you killed Sirius Black, you deserve to feel all of the pain, and you deserve to die, and I really hate Bellatrix Lestrange. I know a lot of people like her, but I hate her so much. So. Would you rather travel to Hogwarts via Hogwarts Express or flying car? Hogwarts Express! I actually did the Hogwarts Express at the Universal of Orlando. And oh my god. It's so much fun. I love it. And it looks just like the Hogwarts Express, and it makes me so excited. But yeah, I mean, that's really the only way to go to Hogwarts is the Hogwarts Express, and yeah, it'd just be great. Would you rather kiss Voldemort or give Umbridge a bubble bath? Kiss Voldemort. No question. Would you rather ride a hippogriff or ride a firebolt? Hippogriff. I freaking love hippogriffs. Like, Buckbeat is in my favorite freaking book and movie, and I love hippogriffs, and they're great, and just like, yes. Is there a character you felt differently about in the movies? Freaking Ginny. Okay, I don't even care, because they literally, like, Ginny is actually an awesome character in the books, but in the movies, I freaking hate her. I hate her so much, and she makes me so mad, and she's just annoying, and she's stupid, and she's, like, I mean, yes, she was obsessed with Harry, but that was only in the first and the second book. After that, she becomes her own person. I mean, she still has a little crush on Harry, but, like, she dates other people, and she is a badass. Like, and they get it totally wrong in the movies. Like, she ties Harry Potter's shoe. I don't even care. Ginny Weasley would never freaking tie his shoe. It doesn't matter that he's fucking Harry Potter. She would not do that. And it makes me so mad that whoever... I'm so mad about that. I will forever be mad because that's just... No. I'm so angry still. Anyway... is there a movie you prefer to the book? No. Not really. I think the books are like... Basically, the books are a big, juicy filet mignon, and the movies are like a sirloin steak. I think that's a really good way to compare them. That's basically how they are. So, yeah, that's how I feel about that. Oh, and I'm a big steak eater, so that's kind of why I use that comparison, but yeah. Richard Harris or Michael Gambon as Dumbledore? I honestly don't really know. I like them both. I wish that we could have had Richard Harris as Dumbledore for Goblet of Fire, because everybody knows that we all wish it would have been like, Harry, did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire? Not, Harry, did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire? Oh my god, it says that he says it calmly. And I'm sorry, but he just would not have made that mistake. So, yeah. Your top thing, person, or event that wasn't in the movie that you wanted there the most? Oh my god, you guys, this is the hardest question, because there's so many things that were in the books that was not in the movies that I wish was in there. Number one, Peeves. Where the hell is Peeves? Hello? He's like a big thing. He is in every single book. Every single book. He's not in one fucking movie. Not one. Forever mad about this. The Ginny Weasley quote that I told you is my favorite. When you grow up with Fred and George, you start to believe anything's possible if you have enough nerve. That's not in there. There's not as much Fred and George, and there's not as much Sirius Black. That. I'm trying to think of other stuff. I don't know, but yeah, all of those things were not in there, and it made me really, really mad. Oh, and it was Neville that gave him the Gillyweek instead of Dobby, so we never got to hear "I couldn't let you lose your Wheezy." I don't even care. That is like gold. That would have been the best thing ever, and not in there. So mad. If you could remake any of the Harry Potter movies, which would it be? I would remake Order of the Phoenix. Because like I said, it is the longest book and the shortest movie, and that's just wrong. I would literally make it like 12 hours long. I don't even care. It would be a 12-hour long movie, and everybody in the freaking world would watch it, and we would love it. Honestly, I think that's what they should do with all of them, all of it. I think they should remake all the movies and make them all like 12 hours long. But at the same time, I really don't. The only reason why is because Daniel Radcliffe and Emma Watson and Rupert Grint have to play the characters. I don't even care. They all need to play them. And they wouldn't be able to. Because they're old now. And that's not okay. Because I cannot picture anybody else's Harry Potter. Like, nobody. I mean, and I really can't picture anybody else's Ron or Hermione either, but I feel like I would get okay with that. But, like, for Harry Potter, I will never, ever, ever be okay with anybody else playing him. Never. Like, I'm gonna go see Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, but that's a little different because they're, like, way older. So, obviously, they can't play them. But, like, if they ever try to remake Harry Potter, I'm sorry, but, like, I probably couldn't watch it because Daniel Radcliffe, I'm sorry, he is Harry Potter. Yep. Which house was your first gut feeling that you'd be a part of? Gryffindor! Ta-da! Which house were you actually sorted into on Pottermore? Okay, so funny story. The first time I was sorted into Gryffindor, and then they came out with that new quiz like a few months ago, and I took it. And the first time I took it, I got Slytherin, and I was like, this is so not right. So I took it again, and I got Ravenclaw. And I was like, what the hell? And then I took it again, and I got Gryffindor, and I was like, well, what am I? And so I took it one more time and see what it was, and it put me in Gryffindor again, and I was like, I knew it! I was so mad at first. Like, how? Like, nobody else has had that happen. If they take it once, and they're, like, not sure, they'll take it again, and they get the same thing, and they're like, oh, yeah. And then, not for me. That shit was crazy. I don't even understand what happened. Like, anyway, but I am a Gryffindor. I always knew it, and I was right. So, which class would be your favorite? I don't know, I feel like I'd really love Care of Magical Creatures, because, like, Hagrid, but I feel like I'd also really love Transfiguration, because you get to change stuff, but then I'd really love Charms, because you get to make stuff do all kinds of weird things and everything, and I think those would be my top 3 classes, so, yeah. Which spell do you think would be the most useful to learn? It's between Accio, because that would just make stuff fly into my hand, and probably Luminous, because I read all the time, obviously, and that would just be, like, it would be great because I could do Luminous and then it'd be bright and I could read my book without having the big lights on, because I'm actually light sensitive, so having the big lights on hurts my eyes and stuff, and it gives me a headache, so, like, I usually just keep on a lamp, but it kind of puts a glare on stuff, like on the TV and everything, so I'd really love Luminous, and it would help with book reading, and yeah, so that would be what I would want. Which character do you think you'd instantly become friends with? Luna, Lovegood, because we are literally the same person. If you could own one of the 3 Hallows, which would it be? The Invisibility Cloak. Like, everybody says this answer, but, like, the Invisibility Cloak. Because I do not want to die, and the Invisibility Cloak will hide me from death. And then I also really don't like people that much, so if somebody's trying to find me and I don't want to deal with them, I can just put it on, and bam. They don't know where I'm at. If you could change any aspects of the book, is there any aspects of the book you'd want to change? 1, Fred does not die. Percy does instead. Yeah. And 2, I'd want there to be a prequel. I want a prequel more than I want anything. And everybody always says they want, like, Harry's children. I don't give a damn about Harry's children. And I know that sounds harsh, but I don't. I don't give a damn. I do not give a damn about his stupid fucking children. And I know that sounds terrible, but I don't. I don't at all. I want the Marauders prequel. That is what I want. I want it so bad. I want Sirius and James and even Peter and Remus. I want to know the Marauders. I want to find out how they made the map, how they became Animagi. I want to know, or Animagus, and I want to know, I want scenes of them during the full moon, like, as their Animaguses, and, like, what they were doing and stuff, and, like, I want all of that. I want all of it. I want a 7-book series for the Marauders. I want their whole Hogwarts years. That's what I want. Yeah. I know that sounded harsh about me and Harry's children. Like, I mean, if that's what J.K. Rowling wanted to do, I'd be cool with it, and I would still read it, because, like, but I really, really would rather have a Marauders prequel, because that's all I really want in life. Favorite, oh wait, that's not the right one. Oh yeah, it is. Favorite Marauder, Sirius Black. You really gotta ask. If you could bring one character back to life, which would it be? Fred. And because I really don't think George can live without him, so. And because it's fucking Fred Weasley, man. Like, yeah. Hollows or Horcruxes? Hollows. Because, I mean, basically Horcruxes, there is no winning point with Horcruxes. Like, the whole immortal thing, yeah, but you're a terrible fucking person. Hallows, altogether, you're the master of death, so either way, you're good. But, I mean, either way, you have the same thing, but with the Hallows, there's a few negative aspects, but as long as you're a good person in your heart, you're gonna be good, so. Yay! Okay, so I'm sorry this video is, like, forever long. I literally cannot. I love talking about Harry Potter so much, because Harry Potter is my entire life. So, of course, if there's a Harry Potter tag, I'm going to take forever talking about it, and it's going to be the longest video. And I'm sorry, but it was really fun, and I love whoever created this tag. You're awesome, because this was really, really fun, and I love it, and it was just great. And actually, I think I might know who created this tag. Who did it? I don't know. This was just somebody who did it. They don't know who did it either. Anyway, but yeah, whoever created this tag, you're awesome, and I loved it, and it was really, really fun. And Harry Potter, guys. Harry Potter. I'm never gonna gonna stop loving it. Harry Potter is literally my everything, so talking about it just makes me so happy, and I'm just so happy. Okay. So I'm done being creepy and crazy now. So thanks for watching if you did, if you stuck around this long. Yeah, I had fun. Hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll talk to you later.